Tricia and I, we can't get enough of what they call EVPs in the paranormal district. Did I say district?
Yes.
No, that's not what I meant. You know what I meant.
Community.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So electronic voice phenomena is what it's called. A lot of times it's something that you don't hear, but recorders capture it. And we've got a lot of that this morning. Ramiro Galvan is Paranormal Research Investigations. And I mean that. He is Paranormal Research Investigations. And he is our guest this morning, and he has brought with him audio from what he considers his top 3 New Mexico hauntings. How many places have you investigated in New Mexico, would you say?
I would have to say easily over 50 places.
Wow.
Dang, that's a lot of haunted places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because especially you usually concentrate on southern New Mexico. Am I correct?
That's correct. We've gone as far as Arizona to spend the night in Tombstone at the Birdcage Theater. So.
Oh, now that's one haunted place, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And here in New Mexico, you sent me your top 3. And one of them, we're going to start with number 3 and work our way down.
Okay.
Number 3 is a place that you've investigated for many, many years, and recently the Ghost Adventures crew also investigated.
That's correct. In 2016, we did an investigation there, and we caught I would consider some pretty awesome evidence there. And shortly after that, Ghost Adventures contacted us. They said they heard about that, and they chose to set up a film episode there. And what they found pretty much corroborated or ran parallel to what we found there as well.
Now, you're referring to the old Doña Ana County Jail.
That's correct.
You've investigated that one various times, though, because I remember, I think it was 2011, I want to say. In 2011, you had dropped by the radio station during Hollow Week,
Right.
And you had some, compelling stuff that you had captured there, even as far back as then.
That's correct. And as recently as January of this year, we went back to do a site survey in preparation for the episode. And this is during broad daylight. I'm standing in the hallway, and we're filming down the hallway with a thermal camera, which picks up hot and cold spots. And I asked, is somebody here? Got no response. And I go, well, if you're happy here, bang the bars. We heard down at the end of the hall. Mind you, this is a locked, empty building. Down at the end of the hall, twice, you hear somebody banging the bars.
And how long has this place been emptied? It's been shut down for quite a while.
It has, I believe, since the 1980s. So that place has a long, sordid history. And what happens is that in that place there was a mysterious death that occurred there. They've had riots. They've had some inhumane living conditions. They've actually had a place on the 3rd floor labeled on the floor plans as the insane room. Now, I went back and I looked at the archives prior to the Ghost Adventures show folks showing up, and it turns out that on the 3rd floor they actually had isolation rooms where they would keep people, and basically they would lock them up with no light, no windows, nothing. So imagine you take somebody who already has psychological issues and you stick them in there. The after effects could be tremendous.
Yes. Now, there are 2 in particular, 2 entities, ghostesses, spirits, whatever you want to call them, in particular, that you've captured more than once.
Yeah, I believe one of them is Bubba. And then the other one, I believe, is the one who attacked the guy upstairs on the 3rd floor. And actually, I believe Mary Waters is the waitress who died there mysteriously. I would say that we've caught her in the maze area, as I call it.
Okay.
And it sounds like a scream from that area.
Okay. I tell you what, when we come back, I'm going to play some of the clips that he's captured in his most recent investigation, which you said was 2016?
Well, actually, I'm sorry. Take that back. For the Doña Ana County Jail, it was
Yeah.
2011, and then we went back and did the site survey in 2017.
Oh, so this year.